Yeah. What's happening? What's that? So, I suppose I'll do a video on the film that I watched, The Life of Chuck. The Life of Chuck is this anticipated Tom Hiddleston film. Let's discuss it, shall we? At this point, any film Tom Hiddleston is involved with is going to be Loki orientated in terms of the spirit of Loki. If indeed you're a pagan and you know what I'm talking about when I say that. A lot of people will be like, what the hell is he on about? Maybe not. Maybe I'll give a bit more of a chance to the unlearned or unbelievers, the believers, the Justin Bieber's new album, and other things that we can talk about. So let's get into this. I hit my head. Viking Norwich. So, The Life of Chuck, the long anticipated return of Tom Hiddleston to the movie cinema. It was a short film. So yeah, this is where we're at. Anything Tom Hiddleston was involved with, and I was just laughing to myself as I left the cinema. Any film Tom Hiddleston's involved with is going to have the spirit of Loki around him, because he's chosen to be Loki, if indeed he's not actually the spirit of Loki. Of course he's the spirit of Loki, that's why he plays Loki. It's like Chris Hemsworth now playing He-Man is a spirit that he is incarnated with. It's like Thor's army. He represents Thor, legitly. Like Loki, legitly, Tom Hiddleston is chosen by the universe. We are only the universe. Things don't slot in unless they fucking slot. Do you know what I'm saying when I say that? Things don't slot in place unless they've slotted in place. Because it fits. Do you get me? If it doesn't fit, it's going to wear off and fall. Like a cliff on the side of a beach that's getting weathered on, it's going to fall. Safe haven. Yeah, so guys, talking about this film, it was a short film, but it contained multitudes. Luke Skywalker is in it, and he has a heart attack. I won't go on too much about it, but it was actually, I was watching it at some point, so I was like, is this a fucking horror movie? But because this Loki spirit, who's the god of mischief, King Payman is also named the the god of mischief. So there's elements of it where it's like the dark side of the Force is really involved. And Luke Skywalker's character, I don't know his real name, but he's involved in the film. And I was recently doing, my YouTube channel was actually called Loki Skywalker. And then this film comes out, and this is what I'm talking about, this spirit of Loki in the movies or in the world and how it manifests. My name on my channel was Loki Skywalker, because he's the original Skywalker with shoes like Hermes that allowed him to walk on the clouds. He often used those shoes to get away from the mischief that he's caused. They're like Hermes shoes, he's got some Hermes shoes. So yeah, this Luke Skywalker, it's Loki Skywalker. If you look in the mythology, just like Lord of the Rings is based off the Norse mythology, Loki Skywalker is, so Skywalker, come on. So I had my YouTube channel, Loki Skywalker, and then this film comes out of nowhere, and it's got Luke Skywalker in it, and Tom Hiddleston as Loki. So to me, you've got to understand, guys. This is why I do my YouTube. Those signs possess me to have more power over my thoughts than the naysayers, which is why I have a channel in the public, because I see stuff as if, or I'm in communion with whatever this spirit is manifesting, and it tells me things beforehand, so I can get on the bandwagon and channel my spirit that it's channeling through me, and I see it manifesting from the future of Versica Pisces. You know what I'm saying when I say that? So yeah, this film is like, is this a horror? What is this film? Because it had that Loki spirit in it. It had from the people who aren't aware, like I said, the occultistic, ritualistic chosen of Luke Skywalker being in the film. People won't know that it's actually the spirit of Loki within the film. So these scenes, it's like the horror movies. This is what I'm getting at. It's the horror movies. If you've studied in the occult world of gods and the spirit world, these films they're basing it off real events and real life and demonology. So when I watch these films, it's like, it's actually real. People think, oh, these aren't real. It's like, these horror movies are real to some degree. They give it cinema, but it's kind of spooky. It's like they do rituals on the planet as well. It's like channeling the names of actual deities through the cinema in a box. Everyone's watching it. That's a fucking horror in itself, guys. Come on. So yeah, this Life of Chuck. At the start of it, was it an apocalyptic film? Yeah. At the start of it was on the news. All the world's burning, earthquakes everywhere. You know how we see on the news, how everything's burning, crashing and burning. Loki is depicted in the Norse mythology of being the root cause to Ragnarok, the end of the worlds. That's blamed on Loki, or that's Loki's spirit that causes earthquakes, wildfires. He's a destroyer god like Shiva the destroyer, known to be. Original name was the god of mayhem, Loki, apparently. So yeah, the spirit was, it's the end of the world, let's dance. Or find you happy and not worry about the end of the world, not worry about the things that have been putting on, and learn how to dance. And it was a film about tracing back your childhood memories, because that's who you are until the end, is your experience. So it's a spirit of psychology, of yeah, and that's what these films with Loki are in, or Tom Hiddleston. That he's a smart spirit, it's an intellectual spirit. It's not just some. Anyway, yeah, the film represents the spirit of Loki. Loki Skywalker. Thanks for watching, guys. That was just a brief one. It was a short film. It was a bit random, but it contained multitudes. You know, a spell that is larger than the picture itself. So, I hope you guys watch it. Thanks for watching.